Meanwhile, back to politics. There's a report that Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida will not announce an exploratory committee ahead of what's expected to be an official announcement in June that he will run for president. This is coming as a new poll shows a hypothetical matchup between DeSantis and Biden. Let me see. What is this matchup? Shows a hypothetical Biden matchup, Trump being ahead. So here
it's a little confusing.
It is a little confusing.
If it were Trump,
there it is.
There you go. 38% would definitely vote Republican. 32%, which sort of overturns. If it's DeSantis, it overturns the argument a lot of DeSantis supporters are making, which is, well, he's more electable in a general. That number would say, no, that talking point isn't at this point accurate. It's really interesting that they're moving this up. I think it is a response to the fact that the quasi-campaign, which was supposed to bolster his numbers have actually tanked in the process, from the book tour to touring early states to the ads on TV. I mean, they're tepidly to the response to Trump's indictment. It has not gone well for the non-campaign campaign of Ron DeSantis as Trump numbers go up. So it looks like they're speeding it up so he can go be a full-on candidate.
Is that what's happening?
That's what this announcement seems to say, is skip the exploratory committee, which is kind of a signal that you're going to run, and instead announce in June that you are going to run. Man, it surprises me, I'll be honest. I thought it was inevitable that he would run at the beginning of this year. Now, 5 months in, it feels like there's a lot of headwinds and a lot of downside. Trump's running very strong, remains very popular, and their train's not yet off on the tracks. Maybe it will be in June, but it's going to run straight into a Trump train, too. So I don't know how you handle that.
Yeah.
Vivek Ramaswamy has risen a little bit in the polls, in a small way, by talking almost all positively about Trump. The DeSantis camp can't do that. I mean, you see their campaign ads have a Trump sticker, and then you put a DeSantis sticker on top of it. So they're trying to come after him without ticking off Trump supporters, and I don't see how you thread that needle. I don't get it. But
yeah. I don't know if he had to choose. If he could have done the Vivek Ramaswamy way, which is just acknowledge what went fabulous in the Trump administration, the things he did well. In fact, some of the seven, we'll have Vivek Ramaswamy a little later, as well as Larry Elders. But one of the things Vivek did was very Trumpian. He said, here's a list of all the things I'm going to do on day one. Reminded me a lot of Donald Trump saying, here are the pro-life justices I'm going to put in, something people thought, well, you couldn't do back then. You couldn't show your hand like that. And Trump certainly did for the pro-life community because he knew we needed to have them on board.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.